I ruled Rome at the height of its power. Armies waited for my command. Senators watched my face for anger, mercy, or fear. But before I could govern an empire, I had to govern something smaller and more dangerous: myself.
I was born in the year 121, into rank and expectation. My father died when I was young. Then the Emperor Hadrian noticed me, and adoption pulled me into the imperial line. I did not chase power as a conqueror. Rome arranged my destiny before I was old enough to understand its weight. Rome trained me for public life: rhetoric, law, Greek, Latin, ceremony, command. I learned how to speak while others listened, and how to appear calm while many eyes measured me. But the training that mattered most was not political. It was inward.
From Stoicism, I learned that the world is not arranged for my comfort. Fortune changes. Bodies weaken. People disappoint us. Praise fades. Insults arrive. Stoicism is not pretending none of this hurts. It is learning that my first duty is to judge clearly before I act.
When I became emperor in 161, I did not enter peace. War came in the east. Then war came on the northern frontiers. The empire looked glorious from a distance, but up close, it was petitions, shortages, exhausted soldiers, frightened families, and decisions with no clean answer. Then came plague. It moved through cities, homes, and camps. It took workers, nobles, children, soldiers. Disease did not bow to purple robes. Much of my reign was spent near reports of death, fear, and exhaustion. Philosophy was no longer an idea. It was survival practice. So I wrote, not for fame, not for students, not for history. The pages you call meditations were private exercises, reminders written in the dark, warnings against pride, arguments against anger. I wrote because I was not yet the man I was trying to become. Again and again, I returned to one lesson. You control your mind, not the world. You control your actions, not the outcome. You control whether you answer life with justice, courage, discipline, and wisdom. That sounds small until life begins taking everything else away. Each morning, I prepared for difficult people: the selfish, the arrogant, the dishonest, the ungrateful. Not so I could despise them, so I would not be surprised by them. If another person acts wrongly, I must not become wrong in response. I also practiced seeing my life from above. Rome, then the empire, then the earth, then time itself. From that height, ambition becomes smaller. Insults become smoke. Even glory begins to look like dust, briefly lit by the sun. But do not make me into a statue. Stone is too clean. I was an emperor. My reign had wars. My choices had consequences. I tried to live by reason, but I remained a man of my age, my empire, and my limits. Even a philosopher cannot control everything that follows him.
You may never rule Rome, but you will rule your attention, your temper, your desire, your fear, and your response to insult. The world will not become gentle before asking you to be decent. Your life will not become simple before asking you to be wise. So begin here. What is mine to govern? And then govern it.